cybercrime business, if you have the criminal energy of it. When open source, which means that the kit itself is modified and resold. So this is the success of ZeuS because it's very configurable and very you can adapt it to very different situations. There are also some ZeuS wars because many people begin to use this. There are also people, like I said before, there were SQL injections, so people said, oh, somebody hijacked my botnet of 100,000 infected bots. Or also people, for example, modify the ZeuS, install backdoors in it, and publish it in forums. So what we see here, the ZeuS, older versions or exploit kits, you finally find in forums, but they don't work anymore because they are old, they have old exploits, or they are exploited themselves, so basically they are useless, although you find them in forums. As you can see here, it's backdoored and installed. So this is the success of the ZeuS Trojan. It's very customizable, as you saw with the configuration file. You can switch it to another control server and everything. It's noob-friendly, it's quite easy to install everything, and it fits absolutely to the recent market of the business model that a service, malware service, it absolutely fits to this. Okay, this is it for my presentation. I hope you enjoy it, and do you have any questions? I don't see good. Yeah, on this row.
What does this software cost?
Okay, if you know the right guys, recent versions, it's about 600 euro. Between 600 and 800 euro, you can get a private version of it, more or less like this, in private forums. They are not the public forums. They are user-based forums where you only have access if you are a trusted user. So you don't get these versions quite easily, but about 600 to 800 euro. It's traded in the market. Is there another one? I don't see it. Yeah.
How can you detect that you have in your computer the software?
Sorry, I didn't.
How can you detect that you have infected?
Detect? How you can detect? Yeah. There are different tools for it. So if you have a recent antivirus, for the first time at the beginning is clever because, as I said before, if you have signature-based checks, it's very difficult because the bot adds a random padding at the end. So all signature-based antivirus solutions really don't work. You need something which looks what the ZeuS Trojan does, and so well, it needs to know how it works and look for the system changes. And there are different projects. I'm not going to make advertisement now, but there are products which detect this. It's no problem. Yeah, here somebody. Sorry, maybe better with the microphone. I didn't hear.
What does the command and control traffic look like from an infected client back to the server?
Sorry, still,
I'm sorry. Once a client becomes infected, it's going to phone home to the server, to the ZeuS server. And if you were to observe that on the network, what does it look like? Is it fully, HTTP compliant? Is it RC4?
No, it's HTTP. The communication from the, as I understand, good. You asked how is the communication effect from the client to the server?
Correct.
It's HTTP, but it's PHP. It's raw. It's raw PHP data. You don't have some variables which A equals to blah blah blah. No, it's a raw PHP stream which is encrypted, which is compromised, and also made some special stuff. So you have only transferred binary, where you need to know the 256 byte RC4 key. Then you have to unpack the data, then you have to make some special things, and you end up with an array of data where the data is stored and finally set up into the MySQL database. So it's one raw PHP request, which you have as communication from the client to the server.
Does it use a standard HTTP user agent strings or anything exotic that you could write an IDS rule for?
At the moment, no. A recent update was to introduce the RC4. Before there was also a kind of encryption algorithm, but it wasn't it wasn't made by the guy. No, it was made by the guy, but not it didn't use the RC4 encryption. This is introduced this year, actually introduced. Yeah, here. Maybe better with microphone. It's not.
What do you think would be the best way to fight this? Is this does the antivirus companies have to do more of their work for the detection that the bots will be installed, or does law enforcement together with ISPs have to be more strong towards the ISPs to get the command and control servers down, or should we infiltrate and find this Russian guy and kill him or something?
Yeah, this is really the essence question of everything. How to fight this? I mean, you. Basically, to find these command and control servers, everything, this is no problem. But there's still the miss, or there's no law. You need some globally acting institution which looks at it globally. No, and until now, like I said before, if you call to some ISP in Russia, he's not that motivated to take off a paying customer of it. So, in fact, I think. People need globally to work together to fight this. There's no other way. There needs to be some institution which has a global view and which has the possibility to act globally. This is the fault, I think, until now. You have maybe some guys which are doing things or here, but there's no global infrastructure to fight this. And I think this is the solution to fight all this. To see it globally and also to change laws depending on this.
But in the internet community, usually these guys, they don't care much about law. So why doesn't there's a group of anti-hackers or anti-cybercrime guys who use their own the same tools against these, for instance, the command and control servers, so to DDoS them or hack them back and whatever. So forget the law, just fight them. Why doesn't that work?
Yeah, as I said, one thing is the law. No, one thing is you can tell one ISP, here's the law, and you have to take this client offline, or we fight with the law against it. No, this is the one side, and the other side, if the law doesn't work, basically you are depending on the ISP. No, and there's the big problem.
Or hack it back.
Or hack it back.
Yeah.
Or hack it back. This is actually what also some people do. That they see you cannot fight it. And for example, you see on active installations, you see that people delete all the files and make basically the command and control structure, they break it. It's not working anymore. So actually there are people fighting, like you say, they begin to look for the servers and they destroy the installation of the cyber criminals. This we also see sometimes. But I think this is not the solution to the problem. The solution to the problem is not that you are depending on some hackers which try to hack another ones and break the systems. The solution is to take a global view of it and to be able to do things globally. No? I think this is the essence of it. Okay, any other questions? If not, I thank you for your attention, and I wish you a nice time. Thank you.